What? Oh, no, you gotta yeah, step forward, guys. You got plenty of room in the boat. The closer you stand up by your skippers, the better view you have of your skippers. What were you thinking?
Come on in close, guys. Come on in
Good
close.
afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Master at work. There you go. Settle down, settle in, and we shall begin. Nothing I enjoy more than a fully loaded boat. If there's anything I know about jungle cruising, it's that fully loaded's the way to do it. So hop along, everyone. Here we go. Another day, another adventure with me. Good old Captain Josh. Again, it's a pleasure to meet me. Assisting us today will be Officer Judy Hobbs and Skipper Randy. They'll be helping you enhance your imaginations for our jungle cruise experience today. Welcome aboard once again. Looks like we got the boat ready to go. So again, with a quick hidden skip, full speed ahead, and we break away from the dock. Take a moment if you'd like. We can wave goodbye to all the civvies we left behind. And look, none of them are waving back. That's awesome. You know what that means, right? When we never see them again, we don't have to feel bad. Now, all right. Looks like we're off and ready, folks. Off we go into the Amazon rainforest, where it rains approximately 489 days a year. Yeah, you can feel it coming on you there. Oh, man. Gotta love the tropics, you know. That water's gotta contain at least 580 different tropical diseases. If you're interested in our offerings for the week, I suggest consulting with a doctor in about 24 hours should do it, you know, incubation and all. Now, where are we here? Oh, look at that, got a butterfly. They say a butterfly in the rainforest here has a wingspan. It can grow up anywhere from 1 foot all the way up to 12 inches. From the looks of it, that one's only about 10 digits at the moment. Now, coming up ahead of us here, we'll break away now as we emerge through the mists. We find ourselves approaching the Temple of the Forbidden Eye over there, recently uncovered by world-famous archaeologist Indiana Jones, a fan, I take it. Well, did you know Dr. Jones is offering up, he's actually allowed civilians to enter the temple. If you'd like to help him with the archaeological dig, you may do so. Personally, do not want to end up in ruins, so I'm staying here in the boat. Right, now up ahead of us, the waters of the river flood through the remains of an ancient Cambodian shrine, built centuries ago here by ancient Cambodian Shriners, right? Of course, these ruins are all that's left of a once mighty civilization, though nowadays it's perhaps more notable for its collection of dangerous predators, such as the Indo-Chinese tiger. Now, Hobbs over here, he can jump 30 feet to attack his prey. Luckily, I'll be about 29 feet away, so we'll go right over your heads and miss, because tigers don't do math. Not very well, I'd imagine. Now, as we carry on ahead, passing by the statue of Ganesha, Indian elephant god, we find ourselves approaching a herd of Indian elephants up ahead in the open waters here. Or as I like to call them, a practical plethora of playful pachyderms to peruse for your pleasure. As you please, feel free to photograph as you find fit. They're just little squirts, they're not going to get you wet. Now, up in the waterfall there, that's Bertha, the bathing beauty. You can tell, right? She's been in that shower longer than any other elephant, because, you know, that elephant, she's got the most wrinkles from head to toe. Don't worry, that compression is natural. We've asked the dermatologist. Now, I mentioned little squirts, but it's the big shots you ought to be aware of. Oy, look at that. In fact, he's getting a little close to the side of y'all there, folks. You might want to duck real fast, so you might want to duck, goose. Good reflexes, guys. You guys got like nerves of steel. He just stared him right down. He didn't even hit you. It's good. It's good to be confident. You know, you want to be prepared for anything out here. You never know. You might run into something dangerous further down the line. What was that? Looks like we got monkey business. Yeah, no, the locals are going ape. Yeah, they've gone bananas, and it's highly unappealing, actually. Can you believe that? Yeah, no, they might try to break into the weapons locker, and if they start shooting, well, let's just say they're calling the shots, and they're going to have a blast without us, because I ain't sticking around for guerrilla warfare. Yeah, no, we better clear out while we have our chances, folks. We'll break ahead now as we come around the corner to the majestic Schweitzer Falls. In the distance, this watery cascade of Schweitzer Falls is named for the famous adventurer, jungle explorer, Dr. Albert,
Falls.
That's a good one, yeah. I'm sure that's a real guy. You know, I met him once. He claimed more water cascaded over the edge of the waterfall in a minute than a man could drink in a lifetime. And then he tried to prove it and totally choked, but that's another story. Let's just say, to his credit, it's a lot of pressure at once going right to your head. It's kind of hard to swallow. But anyway, continuing on, folks, further up the river here, we'll be passing by an African elephant, unmistakably. That has to be the second most feared animal in the jungle. Now, if you're not familiar, that's because he's hiding from the first most feared animal across the way. You'll notice this elephant, a little bit bigger, a whole lot meaner. No, a very treacherous creature. It's the eyes, cold, like a doll's eyes. They stare right through you. They peer right into your soul. You feel empty and dark inside, like you're guilty for something and you don't know why. That's why we call her the mother-in-law, but,
You never call!
What are you doing? Well, anyway, moving on. Politics aside, we'll make our way out to the African veldt clearing. Here we have a large variety of animals, giraffes, gazelle, gnu, gazebra. Pardon me, that's a silent G. That's a silent G. Let me correct myself. Zebra, gnu, giraffe, gazelle. Rabbit. But anyway, as you can see, the zebras are the oldest of them all. They're still in black and white. Speaking of which, looks like the lions appear to be protecting and sheltering a sleeping zebra. See, when a zebra sleeps, it's usually on its side with its eyes open and a neck crooked at an awkward angle. Yeah, technically you could say it's dead. They're tired. Sorry, that was a dramatic pause. But anyway, oh, we're doing this one, huh? All right. Oh no, look at these poor guys. Looks like that safari got run up by the rhino there. Let this be a lesson. You never start an argument against a rhino, because they are tough, they are smart, they are sharp, and I mean that literally, because he's about to get his point across in the end. But these guys will just keep on top of their situation. I'm sure they can, ensure that gory details don't slip out. Uh-oh. Folks, my apologies. It seems that this section of the river has led us to the deepest, darkest portions of Adventureland. In the waters, it seems we have a hippopotamus stalking us. Now, a gang of hippos is one thing. When they wiggle their ears and blow bubbles, though, it can become highly, highly dangerous. Might need to be careful here, folks. They might attempt to charge the boat. Luckily, this deep into the river, our company policy dictates we only take cash. So, yeah, now we should be fine. They'll just back off. No excuses, folks. There's banks on both sides of the river. There's bridges everywhere. It shouldn't be that hard to pull out something from your account. Now, I'm going to keep you guys safe, obviously. After that whole hippo fiasco, we should probably make sure we stick together and remain calm. So we're going to go to headhunter territory, which is a great place to stick together and remain calm. But let's take a moment to observe the locals here. Some sort of ceremony, I take it. See if I can... Yeah, no, that one's got a yogurt extractor. It's what they're celebrating. Let's see if I can translate. No. Fair enough. Hey, guys, I'd get a duck. You might want a duck, too. Hey, you got kids? Make the kids stand up. They're smaller targets. Watch out for spears, dudes. Those are spears. That's what they sound like when they miss. No, they did miss, because they went over our heads like a lot of bad jokes on this tour. But anyway, looks like we're safe, folks. We deflected, and we made our way back to our iconic landmark, the majestic Schweitzer Falls. And with a little clever skill and maneuvering, we find ourselves approaching the waterfall from a nude angle. We actually can be under the waterfall here, and from here you can see a culmination of nature and science together, and a great vision. Practically the eighth wonder of the world, something every Adventurelander can be proud of, a sight never before seen by civilized man. Yep, the backside of water. Look at that. O2H. O2H, of course, the backside of H2O. You can look that up if you'd like. I'm sure that's a fact. That's a fact. Now, what a lovely sight. If you take a look from this side, you might see the sight of water. Little bonus there for y'all. Now, as we come along, folks, this can only lead us one way, indeed, to the Amazon basin. Here we have a large collection of rare and exotic plant life, and if we take our time, I could point some of that out. Green one over there, too. Yeah. Oh, look at that, a piranha frenzy, folks. My goodness. Everyone remain calm. Hands and arms inside the boat. Front row may get wet. It's a feeding frenzy, you understand. They're looking for finger food. Please don't be finger food. I'd hate to leave you short-handed. It's not a good way to end up. Oh, look at that. We got a big old python sitting in a tree. Hissing. First comes love, then comes asphyxiation. If you don't know what that means, kids, it's a big word that means a snake gets a crush on you. Not a very productive way to go, though. It's a very clingy relationship. I said python, but from the looks of what Jason's doing, it might be a boa. Or a necktie. Well, fair enough. Anyway, explorers, as we come about, it seems we're on the way back to civilization, because look who it is, folks. Old Trader Sam, the bunny head salesman. He's in charge of souvenirs, so today we're having a shrunken head sale. It's really a sale on heads in general. Shrunken heads, skulls, 2 for 1. You know, a double header. So you mix, you match, you take home a pair, you know, and you really come out on top because it's 2 of his heads for 1 of yours. Anyway you slice it, you come out ahead, you know, he's a real cut above. Nice guy, that Trader Sam. He invited me over to his house once for a potluck. When it was over, and so I brought my girlfriend for the potluck, right? When it was over, my girlfriend says to him, Sam, what a wonderful potluck. Your brother made an excellent stew. And then Trader Sam says to Kiki, he says, oh, Kiki, you're right. Trader Stewart was a good man, and I miss him. Guys, I'm sorry, that came out all weird. I'm kidding. Obviously, in the context and the cadence of that tale, that's a joke. Obviously, I don't have a girlfriend anymore. I brought her for a potluck. She had no taste. Yeah, no, we tried to work it out, you know. Figured we could do something about it, but it turns out she was falling apart on me. She was losing her head. And people could practically see right through her, and then she split. It's the last I ever thought about it, really. They say she lives on the side of me, but, yeah. Anyway, guys, on the bright side, we made it back to civilization, which looks kind of like that up there. That's Adventureland Dock. Home base, end of the line. You're getting me back to civilization, folks, and might I say, good on you today. We've been through a lot together. In the short time we've known each other, we've had a practical lifetime of adventure. Because what's only been a few minutes has practically felt like a lifetime for a lot of us. That's true, you know? But seriously, after a long day of almost getting shot, stabbed, blown up, and eaten alive, it's good to know that we can make it back to Adventureland and walk on with ourselves, you know? It's been a great time together. I mean that every time they make me say it. So yeah, no, it's been great. It's been fun. I can't wait to do this again. Yeah. Can't wait to do this again. So, you take care out there. Tell everyone you made about our jungle experience, and make sure we keep these crowds small. Take care. Have fun. If I can leave you with a joke for mind readers, I would. So, I know. Take care out there, folks. Don't forget to have fun, all right? It's not always going to be like this.